Marianne, Nicole, it's been a disturbing night and morning for people in this neighborhood. Many of them just trying to get to work, waking up to find this intersection being investigated. I spoke with the owner of Pushkin, a Russian restaurant here in downtown. He says he and his staff are all on edge. There are still dozens of tents here on Sports Arena Boulevard. Yesterday, crews came through asking people to move their tents from this side of the street to the other. Right now, we're in the burn scar, and this is what officials are worried about. These steep hillsides with that charred landscape that can come rushing down in just a matter of minutes. Dangerous conditions for drivers. Just in the past hour, we've seen several cars try to pass through this closure. People can experience all kinds of exotic animals here at the fair, including my new friend Paco the sloth. This is where that deputy-involved shooting happened. In the video we're about to show you, you'll see deputies taking cover behind these pillars before confronting the suspect right here in this courtyard. We're learning new details about what exactly happened here. Take a look at this twisted metal. That big rig overturned. We're back at the fairgrounds. Remember, this is the same site where last week the National Guard was here setting up that emergency mobile hospital. And now they're adding a new resource, drive-up testing. The steep terrain out here in Cherry Valley up in these mountains creating a challenge for firefighters. You can see how the fire is climbing up that ridge right now. I spoke with a group of Valley Uber drivers. They tell me they used to pick up passengers all day long. We just got an update from firefighters. The fire burning 400 acres in just the last few hours. Our team also just learning that one firefighter has been injured. We start with breaking news today at noon. A plane making an emergency landing on 1000 Palms Road. It's been a busy day at Balboa Park, several events taking place. San Diegans here gathering to show they stand with Ukraine. The Ukrainian national anthem. A somber show of solidarity echoing throughout Balboa Park on Saturday.
Stop Russia now!
A rally of support. Many who took part are from Ukraine or have family there now.
There are people out there that don't know how to deal with these emotions right now, and they're in pain. We're all in pain. And this is sort of a therapy for us all.
The House of Ukraine at Balboa Park also welcoming people inside to learn more about Ukrainian history and traditions. People could buy items like delicately hand-painted Ukrainian Easter eggs, which symbolize life and hope. The money will go to those who have been injured or displaced overseas.
I focus on my art, like all of these eggs I will actually go to different people who donated to my fundraiser. And I was able to collect more than $3,000.
Saida Sharapova evacuated Kyiv with her husband just before the Russian invasion. They arrived here last month and have been searching for ways to help.
I believe in Ukraine. I believe in its cause and its people, in their bravery.
She says seeing touching tributes like this in San Diego means the world to friends and family a world away. Madison Weil, NBC 7. We've all been watching the devastating situation in Ukraine, many people wanting to help, but one group of fourth graders here in Del Mar decided to take matters into their own hands. And get this, they raised more than $12,000.
Thank you so much.
Fourth graders from San Diego Jewish Academy set up shop at the Flower Hill Mall on Sunday.
And we've been going around the mall just like telling people, do you want lemonade?
After seeing families hurting overseas, these kids say they wanted to help however they could.
I'm really happy that we're doing something about it. Like 1 week, I already see that 2 million people have fled Ukraine. It's really horrible.
Mixing their homemade lemonade
$5.
and selling each cup for $5.
We have a lot of money.
2 local companies told the kids they'd match their money dollar for dollar, however much they could raise. At the end of the day, that number was more than $12,000 that will go directly to families in Ukraine.
I just hope the war will be over soon.
A sweet gesture from these young San Diegans.
It's the right thing to make the world a better place.
Proving even a small show of support can go a long way. Madison Weil, NBC 7. Some good news this evening. Evacuation orders have been lifted for the rock fire, although firefighters are still out here working to contain some of those smoky areas. I spoke with one family returning today, just grateful their home is still standing. Firefighters working tirelessly to get the rock fire under control, the fire fueled by windy conditions. Burning more than 295 acres in this rural neighborhood in Anza.
Flames, like they were so visible. It just looked like it was next door.
Shaken families returning home Wednesday morning to white fences painted pink from fire retardant dropped from the sky.
Still got our trailer, can't believe it.
Lacey Evans, Peter Hernandez, and their 2 children evacuated overnight, frightened as the fire crept closer and closer to their home.
Daddy went outside and he saw a big fire going on.
Packing up in only minutes the things that mattered most.
We didn't know how much time we had, so we grabbed our most valuables and our photos and big memories, and we just kind of loaded them in the car.
They returned to their home intact, but could see the charred, smoldering evidence that the fire was in their backyard.
Flames slowly crept up and touched the edges of our property over here.
Other neighbors were not as fortunate. 4 homes and 7 outbuildings were lost in the fire. As crews continue work to restore power to the area, families here thankful for continued efforts to stop the fire's spread.
So grateful, oh my gosh.
Madison Weil, News Channel 3.